All right, if you'd be so kind, please, as you turn to page 605. Page 605 in your Volume 2 Go Math book, Chapter 10, Lesson 8. We are looking at estimate and measure mass. All right, and kind of like what we did with the previous lesson, we're going to kind of take our own path on this, not necessarily doing a lot of what was in the book. So, what are we going to be able to do by the end of this lesson? Well, hopefully I can choose the unit to measure mass as grams or kilograms. Right, so we have grams or kilograms, and compare the masses of objects as less than, same as, or more than one to the other. So let's take a look here at the gram. It is the basic metric unit for measuring mass or weight. Um, it is the amount of matter in an object. Mass can also be measured by using the metric unit kilograms. Okay, so 1 gram is about how much one paperclip weighs. All right, so we have 1 gram. Now, if we were to compare this, so here we have 1 gram. This pineapple weighs about 1 kilogram, or about the same as 1,000 paper clips. So the word kilo meaning 1,000. So 1 gram or 1 paper clip. All right, if we were to take 1,000 of those, then we'd have a kilogram, which weighs about the same as a pineapple. Now, on the other hand, going this way is a unit of measurement that, while we won't be using in this lesson, I want you to be familiar with it, and that's called the milligram. And a milligram is a lot, you'll see them on medicine bottles and prescriptions, and that is how the strength of the medicine is indicated. All right, so if you have a prescription that is a 10 milligram tablet, all right, that 10 shows the strength or the amount of the medicine that's in there. Okay, so if we had a 1 milligram tablet, that is going to be less strenuous as compared to a, let's say, a 250 milligram tablet. All right. So while we won't be using milligrams in today's lesson, I just wanted you aware of that because that is how the strength of medicine is usually indicated, using the milligram. But we're going to be focusing here on paper clips and pineapples for the rest of this lesson. So let's go in and do the show and share and kind of work through this stuff together. All right, 5 bananas right here have a mass of about, well, let's take a look here at this balance. Okay, if the balance is even going across, all right, that means that whatever is on this side weighs about the same as that what's on that side. So 5 bananas have a mass of about 1 kilogram. Okay. Now, if we had a balance beam that was, let's just say, out of balance, all right, so here is the let's say here's the balance beam right here, and we have this middle part right here. We call that the fulcrum. And so basically it's like a teeter-totter. All right. And if we had an object, let's say that this star right here, and then this heart is right here. All right. What this would mean is that the star weighs more than the heart. All right, because it is out of balance. Let's just say, for example, then we add. Well, let's do this. Let's say that it gets even. We'll even this thing out whenever we add another heart. All right, so now this balance is even, and we could say that one star is equal to the weight of two hearts. But let's say we get a situation like this, where we have 3 hearts. All right, it's out of balance again. So that is, you'll see some examples with a pan balance, and that's what it's called. Just think of it like a teeter-totter. All right. So if we were to say and let's go back to the original example here. If I said that each of these hearts here weighed 1 kilogram, so we have a 1 kilogram here and 1 kilogram here, what would be the weight of this star right there? All right, it would be 2 kilograms. Because when we add the 1 kilogram and the other one, we would end up with 2 kilograms on both sides. So, short little detour there, but helping to understand how a pan balance works. All right, so now down here, let's choose the unit you would use to measure the mass of these objects, or living objects, I guess. For the strawberry, we're going to use the gram. And for the dog, we're going to use the kilogram. And then down here, compare the mass, right, if it's less than, the same, or more than. So, just like some of the examples that we did with the stars and the heart, we have the pan balance. It is coming down this way. That means that the bowling pin, the mass of the bowling pin, is more than the mass or the weight of the chess piece. And right here, the mass of these erasers compared to the paper clips right here is the mass of the erasers are the same as the mass of the clips, right? Because they're both even with one another. So that is your assignment, and let's take a quick look at your assignment so that we know what it is that we're looking at here. For the on your own section down here, you're just going to write grams or kilograms, which one is going to be the better fit. Pan balance is right here, deciding and comparing the mass. And then with some of these story problems up here, we have a variety of balls. And so put the sports balls shown at the right in order from greatest mass to least mass, or which one weighs the most, which one weighs the least. Right here, choose two objects that have about the same mass. Draw a balance with one of these objects on each side. And then choose two objects that have different masses. Draw a balance with one of these objects on each side. So you're basically doing like what I did with the stars and the heart. You can skip 14 if you want. It's writing a problem out and then having to solve it. 15, this is a really, really good one to think about. And then, of course, 16 here is just a multiple choice. So I have no doubt you will do well and use some perseverance and use your resources to get this assignment done. So good luck.